Hello everyone and welcome to my video which is focused on vacuum tubes. So what is a vacuum tube? It's an electronic device which was used before the transistors came out. First I will teach you some basic words that are closely related to vacuum tubes. So we have anode and a cathode, a positive and a negative pole of this device. Then we have filament, which is a wire used for heating the cathode. And the vacuum tubes can have many versions, let's say. So we have the basic version called diode, which is a vacuum tube with two terminals, anode and a cathode. And if we add the third terminal called grid, we will have a triode. The grid is really important for current regulation. And if we add another grid, we will have tetrode, pentode, hexode, heptode, octode, and so on. These were the basic terms, and now let's take a look at the history. I wrote down some of the famous names of inventors. All of these men did research with evacuated tubes and with light bulb. First of them who came out with the diode was John Ambrose Fleming in 1904, and he was followed by Lee De Forest in 1907 with the triode. This was the first electronic amplifier, and it was a really important invention for the world, and it meant that the radio receivers could spread all over the world. In 1940s, the first electronic computers with vacuum tubes were used, for example in World War II for encryption, but they were huge and non-durable and they consumed lots of power, but they fulfilled their purpose. In 1950s, transistors began to appear, and the vacuum tubes began to be replaced with transistors. But in 1970s we still can see some vacuum tube radios in the eastern region, because it took some time before they got to us. Let's take a look at the basic principle of a diode. If we heat the cathode and connect the cathode to the negative pole, and if we connect the anode to the positive pole, we will observe that the electrons will leave the cathode and they will flow through the vacuum tube until they reach the anode. If we switch the poles of the energy source and connect the plus to cathode and minus to anode, we will see that the electrons won't flow through the vacuum tube. This principle is mainly used in AC to DC converters. If we add the third terminal, called grid, and connect it to the negative potential, we will see that the amount of electrons which flow through the vacuum tube will decrease. If we connect this grid to the positive potential, the current flow will increase. This means that we can regulate the strong current at the output by using a low voltage at the input. Let's take a look at a simple two-tube radio. The signal from the antenna enters the resonance circuit which consists of a coil and a capacitor. This resonance circuit is used as a filter. We can use this to choose the frequency which we want to hear. The signal then enters the first vacuum tube because it's connected to its grid. This grid regulates the current in the anode circuit. Then the signal flows through the capacitor C5 and it's connected to the second vacuum tube, which serves as a power amplifier. If we connect an audio transformer to this second tube, and if we connect the headphones or speaker, we can hear the music or the speech in the speaker. Well, despite the fact that the vacuum tubes are considered to be obsolete, they are still used in some appliances such as CRT monitors or oscilloscopes, but we can still find them in microwave ovens. It's called magnetron. It's a special vacuum tube which emits this microwave radiation. Another area of vacuum tube usage is electric guitar amplifiers. Some guitarists believe that these amplifiers with vacuum tubes have warmer sound than transistors, and so they are considered to be high class, and they are also much more expensive than transistor amplifiers. Well, I can personally tell you that I heard the sound samples and the difference is really audible. So from my point of view, it's true. Well, there's one more area of vacuum tube usage. It's Tesla coils. Yes, there are also Tesla coils using vacuum tubes. It's not really some kind of household appliance, but it's good to mention. Well, the sparks from these Tesla coils have different quality or properties and behavior than sparks from standard Tesla coil or transistor controlled Tesla coil. If you want to build something like that, you will need high power tubes. For example, a huge Russian tube called GU81M. Well, I did have one of these Russian tubes. It's really big, and for me it was really beautiful and I liked it. Well, this is all I wanted to tell you about the vacuum tubes. And I hope that you liked this video, and feel free to ask me any questions.